Hello again, this is Joanna from Joanna the Medium, and these are going to be messages for May 2016. First and foremost, I wanted to say thank you so much for tuning in and for watching, subscribing, and sharing. Thank you so much for your comments. I really appreciate them, and I want to make sure that every month I say how appreciative I am of you watching these, because without you, at the end of the day, there's no point for me doing this. My May readings are a little bit late. My apologies. I have been trying to find the time to make them happen and to produce them, and it's just been a crazy April. And speaking of April has been a very transformative month. I do believe I mentioned this in April readings, but my understanding is that May is supposed to be a lot more peaceful, with a lot more pieces of the puzzle coming together, allowing you to feel much more at peace than you have been in the last 3 or 4 months. So I guess since the beginning of the new year. Please keep in mind, these are general readings. If you would like a private reading pertaining especially to you, or if you want to connect with a loved one, you can reach me at info@joannathemedium.com, and we can schedule an appointment via Skype, phone, or FaceTime, or if you're in town, in person. If these don't make sense to you, if your sun sign doesn't make sense to you, please look at your other signs, your rising sun and your moon sign, as I'm finding through your comments that some months, some of these make more sense to you than other times. So it'll help to create a much clearer picture of what's happening with you. Without further ado, let's proceed with May 2016, and I will see you shortly. And again, thank you so much for tuning in again. See you in a moment. Hello again, welcome back, and these are going to be messages for the sign of Aries for May 2016. Now let me just see if I can give a message from my guide before I flip the cards over, which is what I started to do recently, and I think I like it. It's more of a channeling, even if just a little bit. And I hear the word anger. Watch your anger. And I'm being shown a person who is engulfed in flames, and this is a metaphor, and these flames are representative of anger and resentment. And you are being asked, for those of you who this reading will resonate with, you are being asked to watch for self-pity that is disguised as anger towards others. And this is connected to those of you in a work environment, also in relationships as well, but there is a feel of self-pity, and he's asking me to see the sign stop, and he's underlining the stop, as in stop this behavior once and for all, as this is not bringing you anything good in your life. And as a matter of fact, if you were to look back, you will notice that your self-pity is only attracting the very things you are not wanting. And I hear and see that that is being perpetuated over and over and over and over. I see the word summer, and that is saying to me that there is a potential for you this summer, as in 2016, and I see the sign for August, to put an end to this once and for all. But there is a time for self-reflection very much needed in order for you to understand it, 2, do something about it, and 3, follow through with it on a consistent basis. So this will require you to have to think about this and to put in the effort. Now, let's look at the cards, and I always say if the cards can corroborate that message, it's that much more special, because I don't see the cards. So in a position of what's happening in the present, we have the card called Temptation. This is, I just want to see, there's no glare here, and if this is a major arcana card, which means tremendous aspect of things are happening in yourself, within you. Notice the colors. It's predominantly black and red, and I was saying at the beginning that I kept seeing red, and red in this instance represented to me anger. So when I look in this card, I hear the word self-reflection. I want to show you this because he's showing it to me again. So in this particular card, this person who is representative of you is aware of what I call is a reflection or a mirror. And this mirror is illuminated. It is also in a sign, in a symbol of a key. Key is often representative as a metaphor to opening doors, and in this case, doors to self-understanding. And there's an aspect of you that doesn't want to look at it. There's an aspect of you that wants to ignore it. There's an aspect of you that wants to stay the way you are. And it's almost like you see him turning back and forth, back and forth. He's indecisive. That must be agonizing. So it is very consistent with the message I said earlier that you must be dealing with something right now that is either being brought up to surface through a situation you're going through, or an aspect of you is coming up to surface where you're literally at war with yourself, and you're feeling angry or self-pity, and you're not even trying to understand the greater picture of what is. You are just reacting. But the interesting thing is, there is a certain level of acknowledgement that there is a deeper picture to this. In other words, there is some level of understanding, there is some level of recognition, but it's like you're having fight with yourself and you're not wanting to pay attention to that recognition, and therefore you are suffering within yourself because apparently you're reacting in an angry manner. Now this could be reacting within yourself, towards yourself, or it could be reacting towards your environment in whatever way or capacity. But this is an anger that is being fueled, and I'm hearing my digestive system is being affected by it. So if this means anything to you, reflect upon it, because there is a possibility, there's a great possibility for you to terminate this, as in Terminator, that's what I heard, once and for all, if you are willing to give up the fight. And at this point, I feel there's an aspect of you that is not wanting to let that go for whatever reason. Maybe it fuels you in some way, but it is not fueling you in a way that is bringing positive things into your life, or at least positive feelings. So it's I don't feel it's fueling you in a positive way. Okay, so that's now. Now, influences, or what has contributed to this. I laugh. Okay, the card is called Wisdom. This is number 5. 5 to me is representative of change. Again, another major arcana representing major aspects of within you. Whoops, but this card is shown to me in reverse, which is telling me, and notice the book he's holding is also red, which is very incidentally same as this theme of this card. What this is saying to me is that there is a refusal on some level to accept the responsibility for what is happening in your life. Not because you are unaware, but because you are aware but not willing to give up the fight. So that's a very challenging place to be, because it's almost like there's two parts of you. One that is the wise, that knows better, and one that is thriving on the chaos. And the one that's thriving on the chaos almost is like a little spoiled child that is, doing this, and this part, the wise part, is suffering, where you really want to be on the wise side. So it's not the lack of wisdom, it is the inability to own that wisdom and do something with it or about it. Again, I hear there is a tremendous potential for you to put an end to this once and for all, but I feel like there's going to be a bit of a struggle within before that happens. And he's saying to me that you want to examine the reasons behind you want to stay where you are, because it is fueling you in some way. You are getting something out of this. There's no question about it. So you want to examine whether whatever it is that you get out of being stuck in this particular way of being, whatever you get out of this is actually helping you to achieve what you want, or is it keeping you stuck or taking you away further and further from that, what you want to achieve. So very interesting. Now the future card is, oh my God, this is amazing. Look at the colors again. Red. So it's a theme. This is first chakra. It's at the very spine of our base. It's a very I can't talk today. It's at the very base of our spine. And this is an aspect of us that makes us feel safe and secure in a physical world. But the card was shown to me in reverse. If you keep neglecting this illuminated part of you, if you keep neglecting the wisdom that is in front of you, you are going to be left feeling unsafe in this world, and you will have a tendency to blame others for it. I'm just going to put it straight up to you. I'm just going to put it straight out. This isn't about blame. It is about self-reflection, self-recognition, and understanding how you are contributing to the way you feel and to the way the world is presented. The world is presenting itself to you. So if you have negative chatter going on here, if you are a naysayer, and if you're angry at the world for whatever has happened to you, and you refuse to look at the wiser part of you that has the answers for change, you are going to feel unsafe in this world. But it's not because it's going to be new. It's something that you've already felt. And then again, I get a lot of anger with this and self-pity. I'm hearing the words, the world needs change, and the change begins within you. Before you can change the world, you have to change yourself first. So perhaps you are someone who is angry at the world for being chaotic, abusive, for whatever the unfortunate things are happening in life. But the world can't change unless we change within ourselves first. So the responsibility is being brought back to you, and it's being said, don't look at the world, don't blame the world, don't blame others for what's going on in the world. Look at yourself first and see the chaos within you and how you are contributing to that chaos. Not because you're responsible, obviously, for what goes on around you, well, at least I hope not, but for the chaos that goes on within you. I think you get the message. Okay? Now, the reason behind all of this, or what is blocking you from literally getting yourself to be free, freeing yourself from all this. We have the card called Heart Chakra, and it was shown to me in reverse. So for those of you who are not aware, excuse me, what heart chakra is, it's the center, energetic center here in our chest, around our chest area, the center of our chest. And what this is saying to me is that there needs to be an aspect of forgiveness, whether it's forgiveness of yourself, forgiveness of your parents, whatever it is that you need to forgive, it has to happen within you before you can free yourself from this chaos. And remember, May is supposed to be a lot more peaceful month than the other months have been. So you need to spend a little bit more time in figuring out what is keeping you stuck where you are and what you are getting out of it. Because I am willing to bet every penny that I have, what you're getting out of it is not something that makes you happy. If anything, it perpetuates the very thing you're trying to get away from. You need to heal your heart. And whatever has contributed to that in the past is the past, he's saying to me. It doesn't matter. For the purpose of the conversation, what happened in the past matters very little. What matters now is now and what will be. So spend less time ruminating on what once was, and spend more time on what is and how you want things to be. Self-forgiveness here is being highlighted very, very prominently, and forgiveness of others. So if something has happened to you, this is by no way an indication, or it is in no way saying that you should forget. Absolutely not. Far from it. What this is saying is that, yes, something might have happened. Perfectly understandable. But if you keep carrying that burden now and forward, you will never free yourself from it once and for all. And that responsibility is in your corner. It cannot be anywhere else. Okay? Now, the potential of all of this, my apologies again. This happened the second time this month. I keep recording and all of a sudden I see halfway through it's not recording. I don't know why. I know something is in retrograde, so communications can be a little bit wonky, especially with our computers, so please forgive me. Now, the potential card of all of this, or what can potentially happen when you do all of this, when you look at what's in front of you, when you heal your heart, you have the card called Movement, Choices, and Decisions. I'm going to make sure there's no glare. This card is representative of earth energy. So this is possessions, this is financial, money. It can be relationships, sometimes it can be health. 2 is number, to me, that in this case represents choices. And there's also movement with this. So what he's saying to me is that when you heal aspects of yourself that are keeping you stuck, you will finally find that the world or the universe is presenting you with things and opportunities that will help you, or that will help and align you with the growth that you're looking for, or with whatever it is that you are hoping to achieve. Right now what's happening is you are keeping yourself stuck from the very thing you are working towards. He's saying to me that you live in a self-imprisoned environment. In other words, you have created an imprisonment for yourself and by yourself. We're talking mentally here. And if you can create that prison for you, if you have the power and ability to create that prison for you, you surely have the power and ability to create freedom, because you do. Whatever is keeping you stuck, find a way to examine it, resolve it, and leave it in the past. I feel that whoever this pertains to, you've struggled long enough, and there's a tremendous potential to leave it behind you. And again, I'm seeing August. And I don't know if this is going to be through reading something that will help you self-reflect, or if it's a book that you will read and something will click, or you will look into your own wisdom and something will click and come together. I don't know how it's going to happen, but there's a tremendous potential for you to make that happen. I see number 46. I don't know what that means. I just saw it. So for those of you, if it means something, great. Maybe you will be 46 in August, or 46 pertains to something completely opposite. In any case, the potential for you to free yourself is absolutely there. You just have to find a way to make it happen. And because I feel that there is an awareness on some level, the responsibility is within you. No one can make this happen. Okay? And he's saying to me, stop suffering unnecessarily. Stop suffering. There's no need for it. You will not get a prize. You will not get a medal for suffering and for being angry at the world. You're helping nobody. Certainly not yourself. If this makes sense, perfect. Let me know. If something doesn't make sense, listen to your other signs, your moon sign or your rising sign. If you want a private reading, of course, you can always contact me and we can dive into the details of this. I wish you best of luck in the month of May. Please reflect upon this, and I look forward to seeing you again in June. Best of luck. Bye.